As the Trump administration moves to strip universities of their progressive ideologies, Harvard has declared it will not comply. In response, the federal government has frozen $2.2 billion in funding to the university.
미국 트럼프 행정부가 대학의 진보적 색채를 지우는 작업에 착수한 가운데 하버드대가 정부 요구를 따르지 않겠다는 공식 입장을 발표했습니다. 연방 정부는 22억 달러 규모의 보조금을 즉각 동결했습니다. So this is actually kind of after Columbia. It all kind of started with Columbia. And so the Trump administration said, we're not going to give you funding if you don't do this, if you don't comply. So Columbia actually complied.
Yes.
They agreed. However, Harvard is like, no, we are not complying. So this is a really big statement.
Yes, it is.
Yes, tell us more.
So there are two big issues that they're fighting over right now. One is something you will hear quite often in American news, DEI. That is short for diversity, equity, and inclusion. In Korean, that would be 다양성, 형평성, and 포용성. All of these things that many universities have so that all types of people can go to their university.
Right. So people from different countries, religions, race, they're all included.
Yes. However, the Trump administration's position is that actually this is unfair.
Right.
We should not be looking at their gender or their race, only their academic
Academics.
skill. So that is one issue that they are looking at. The other is even more political. Specifically for international students, they want to investigate them more. Make sure those international students are not pro-terrorism
Right.
or anti-Israel.
That's right.
Yes, right now, of course, you have the war going over in the Levant, they say, the Palestine-Israel area. And in American universities, there is a lot of anti-Israel, pan-Israel.
Well, there were a lot of protests.
Yes. So a lot of protests against Israel, for Hamas or for the Palestinians. Of course, that is not what the Trump administration wants. So these are two big issues that are being fought with this funding.
Okay, so Harvard said, no, we won't comply. We don't agree
Yes.
to all of your requirements or new rules. And so this is a lot of money that they froze. It's $2.2 billion.
Yeah, 22억이에요. 약 3조 1천억 원 정도예요.
Wow.
Yeah, it is a lot
of
money. Of course, Harvard is a very rich school.
Probably the richest.
It has a lot of money, but even that amount is a big chunk of money to lose. I guess from Harvard's perspective, fortunately, they have found other ways to get that money from private donations, for example. But yes, this is something Harvard is trying to keep its independence.
Yes.
And the Trump administration is trying to what they see as make it politically neutral in upper education, higher education.
So this is such big news because Harvard did this. It's not just Harvard, but there are a lot of other Ivy League schools that are targeted, that are on the list.
Yeah.
So by Harvard doing this, it's kind of like it may actually maybe change the way that other universities will respond.
It's true.
Yeah.
하버드는 원래 뭐 1위, 2위 정도잖아요. 전
yes.
세계에서. 그래서 하버드 못하면 우리도 어떡하지? 뭐 그렇게 생각할 수도
근데
있잖아요.
하버드도 그랬어? 우리도 그렇게 하자. 그럴 수도 있잖아요.
Yeah.
Okay.
So with them pushing against Trump, maybe this will give other universities more courage to push against the Trump administration.
Okay. So one of the main reasons why Trump's administration is targeting the universities is because of progressive ideologies. 뭐 진보 색채. Yes?
Yes.
Yes.
So ideology is a fancy way of saying thought or thinking.
Right.
So these progressive ideologies, something like 진보적 사상.
Yeah, 사상, yes.
The 색채 that we have here is maybe closer to identity
Right.
in English. Yeah.
But I think it translates better with ideology.
Yes.
So something in a progressive ideology, someone who is progressive is someone who is liberal, who is the opposite of conservative.
Yes.
보수적인, right?
Yes. So in the United States, generally speaking, these Harvard, other Ivy universities, Ivy
Yes.
League universities are considered more progressive. And as we know, Trump is much more conservative on the political spectrum.
Okay, let's see how this plays out. Let me read that again. As the Trump administration moves to strip universities of their progressive ideologies, Harvard has declared it will not comply. In response, the federal government has frozen $2.2 billion in funding to the university.